All right, everyone. We've got another spook piece that's been made by the liberal legacy media. They're currently claiming that Donald Trump is seriously considering deporting Rosie O'Donnell because, well, she's a monster, a freak at this point. We don't want her in the country, preferably because, she's reducing tourism just because she happens to be present in the continent. Here's the thing, though. Trump does not have the ability to unilaterally deport a person who was born on U.S. soil. This is established law. It's self-evident. It doesn't matter. I think she has dual citizenship with Ireland, actually, if I remember correctly. She can go where she wants, do what she wants to do. If she wants to be retarded, and she is, she's allowed to say retarded things, and it's perfectly legal. Here in the United States, you have the right to be stupid. Rosie O'Donnell invokes this right on a near daily basis. We've all noticed this, I'm sure. I think even the liberals are getting a little bit tired of her. They're like, okay, why don't you just relax? Your heyday was 30 years ago. Ironically, it involved Donald Trump back then as well. I can remember, for example, many of you probably don't. But for those of you who do, I'm going to give you nostalgia now. You remember that Flash game back when we were like, well, if you're, in your mid 30s like me, back when we were in like high school, they had that Flash game where it was Trump versus Rosie. And Trump would like whip her with his hair and stuff like that. And it was just, I can't remember the name of it. I think it was literally just Trump versus Rosie. And it was because of that feud that they had. And he called her disgusting and stuff like that. And really, I think it stuck in her craw because she really wanted to be the one that was more successful. I think she wanted to outlast him and build like sort of like a Whoopi Goldberg level empire or an Oprah Winfrey level empire and have billions, be really, really super, super famous instead of just relatively famous, and outclass Donald Trump. I think that it was a genuine feud the whole time, as opposed to Donald Trump's feud with that one chick there whose name everyone has forgotten that I believe I correctly predicted was actually in cahoots with him the whole time to try to run interference. Can't remember her name. The one from The Apprentice that was bitchy and got kicked off. I can't recall the name. Anyway, now I think that the O'Donnell and Trump feud, though, is actually real. I think they genuinely dislike each other. It's been decades. I can't imagine keeping up a story like that, a storyline like that, if it wasn't true for that excessive period of time. So I have a feeling that that's actually real. But Trump can't deport her. This is sad, by the way. It would be wonderful if we could deport Rosie O'Donnell. She can go on the next Riverdance or something like that. She can make Irish programming. She can make Irish food. Dennis Leary can join her while cracking jokes about how Irish food is basically put everything in a pot and boil it for 12 hours. Um, is still tasty. Irish soda bread, by the way, goddamn fucking delicious. But you gotta soak it for an extended period of time in the pea soup you're probably eating. Otherwise, it's gonna be a little bit like hardtack. Taste is good though. I like it. Mom made soda bread. I was like, I'm sold on this shit. No, Trump is not going to deport Rosie O'Donnell. While 90% of the country wishes that he had that power is not actually afforded to him. So we're going to have to deal with Rosie O'Donnell, who increasingly looks like an insane, like a mad scientist or something. Have you seen pictures of her lately? I mean, I'm not exactly Adonis myself, so, those in glass houses. But Rosie O'Donnell is becoming like yeah, I don't know how to quantify it. Like it's a mix of like Edward Scissorhands and Meatloaf, but only crazy, even more crazy, I suppose. She's not looking too good. I mean, funny, like when she dies, and that'll probably be within the next 10 years, considering her health issues. She's known to have some health issues. She's a bit overweight. I think she had a cardiovascular problem some time ago, if I remember. I might be thinking of the wrong celebrity, so don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was Rosie O'Donnell. And considering, her lifestyle is basically frowning and being bitter at everything around her, it's sort of like Liz Cheney. You know how she always had that look on her face, even when she was smiling. She looked like she was looking at her dog eating another dog's shit or something. Rosie O'Donnell has that same personality where it's like nonstop negativity. It's like, no wonder you're aging poorly. You're frowning nonstop. You can never be happy. What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? It doesn't even make sense. Makes more sense to not take life seriously and say, I'm gonna die someday. Who cares? But no, sadly, I regret to announce this is the sad news of the day. Trump will not be able to deport Rosie O'Donnell. The threat of Rosie O'Donnellism and her dour mood and her constant allusions to insanity, unfortunately, will continue for the foreseeable future. Your forecast for the week is more Rosie O'Donnell, panting as she attempts to climb up the stairs while murmuring about how Donald Trump is a Nazi and decided to make the escalators too steep for her to actually be able to utilize them. That's about all. Peace out.